This is not a bad film. There are issues, I agree, but calling it soulless and snooze fest, that is too much. Because I know those type of films and this film is far from that. Hello guys, it's Tona Prince and today we're talking about the latest Tamil film which came out on Netflix, Jagame Thandiram, written and directed by Karthik Subbaraj, starring Dhanush, Aishwarya Lakshmi, Jojo George, James Cosmo and many more. We have a Discord server of the channel, we talk about movies there and even watch movies together, so if you want to join us, link in the description. First, I'm really happy that the film got a Netflix release because it will go worldwide. It's dubbed in almost 17 languages. The theme and the topic of the film is very universal, and knowing the film's issues, still it has a very worldwide appeal. This may not be the best film, but if it reaches out to so many places, at least some people will come and watch other Indian films. Now it's not possible to talk about the film without going into spoilers, so if you haven't watched the film, you're thinking if you should watch it or not, I can just say it's a well-made film. It has issues, and I would say if you have time, if you have nothing else to watch, you can watch this film. Otherwise you can skip it. So now I'll be going into the spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, stop the video, go watch the film and come back. Also, if you find value in the video, hit the like button so the video reaches to more people, and also consider subscribing and the bell icon to get notifications whenever new video drops. Also, the channel membership is live. You can support the channel and enjoy various perks. Click on the join button to know more. So let's just go through the film from the start to the end. We start with the scene where some immigrants are trying to get into London and they are caught on the way. Then we first get to see the foreign actors, which were little off for me. When you do Jojo Josh's character, then James Cosmo's character, and then finally Dhanush. Now it was an interesting choice to show all three of them, to establish all three and show how different they are from each other. But there was one thing common between all three: bloodstains. In Sivado's case, some guy is harmed and his bloodstains is on the henchman. For Peter, the bloodstains are on his cashmere cloth. And for Surili, the bloodstains are on his shirt, which he has to wear for a wedding now. And that shows how different these gangsters are. Jojo George takes no part in the killing process, so he's always clean. Peter does the most gruesome thing, but everything else is done by his henchmen. And for Surili, he does everything, so he gets dirty. There were few VFX shots and they were kind of okay. I could tell they were VFX shots. Now the humor in the film was interesting. I got few chuckles through the film, and there were many translation jokes also. Some worked, some didn't work for me, but definitely the translation going in the movie elongated the film a lot because there was a lot of repetition of the same dialogue. Because first Churili is saying it, then his friend is translating it, then Peter says something, then that is get translated. So I think it became too long and repetitive. Definitely in the beginning the subtitles were really confusing. Maybe the dialogues were really fast or the subtitles were not really translated well. Also there was a lot of intercutting between the scenes which throws you off. We don't really waste time getting into the immigration and the refugee problems. There's race politics and it's too much in your face. You know, with Peter's car saying white power, some African immigrants getting scared of him and running off. And I think that was little too much. And throughout the film there were a lot of things like that in your face. The film also explores, how people travel abroad to, have a better life, but their hopes are shattered and, they are just surviving there. Now, I definitely felt the editing was really off in the first half. There were a lot of scenes missing from the movie which we saw in the trailer. I'm sure there's a whole scene where Sivados' people, get Surili and bring him to his den. And Surili has even a dialogue afterwards that, who was the guy who was trying to kill me in the bar when you had to bring me alive. That scene from the trailer where Dhanush gets a punch and he says a super punch. It was not there at all. Really like the scene with Jojo George and Dhanush. It was, I think, one take. Very well done. Definitely the interval scene was really good. The whole build up to it, the planning and plotting going on between the gangs. And then Dhanush backstabbing, he is not the hero kind of a guy. I really like that. And I think that should have been the movie, That's what we were going in for, we were expecting. That's what was shown in the trailers. And after that scene, I was like, okay, now what? We get that Surili town, little Madurai. Now the heroine in the film, it was supposed to be different, not usual. They even called it out in the dialogue saying, you cannot just fall in love like in movies. But ironically, it still happens in the film. She just loves him. That's it. There's no answer to that. There's not even time spent on that. For me, the chemistry between them didn't work. And then Surili is attacked, almost like 5-6 bullets in his body, and he still survives. Don't know how that happened. It was not the best execution of that scene. And I think there the film starts to, fall apart. And then the big twist that she's trying to kill him, followed by Surili knowing it and he slaps her twice, which is problematic. Because if you think Arjun Reddy is problematic, this is problematic too. Yes, context matters for both the films. Now we get into the backstory, which is very heavy. The film totally derails from that point. But I would say that whole backstory was very well done. They very well depicted the issue. They were sensitive and nuanced about it. We see their plight, they researched it very well. And that kid, getting scared whenever a plane passes by. And that dialogue he had, that hide under the table, bullets don't come there. And we get into the immigration issue, the whole politics around it. There are private cells, holding people there. And the whole biker law is a metaphor for CA and NRC. That was very obvious. And I like that, instead of directly addressing it, you are indirectly addressing it. And I'm sure some supporters of that law will be pissed. I said some because not all of them are smart enough. Because if they were, from there on, the film really starts to drag. It gets too long. I was constantly checking when the film will end. It became very preachy. There was a nice realization by Suruli, even he was racist back home, stopping people from outside Tamil Nadu coming in. And then he tells his friend also that her nephew got married to a different caste. We should not worry about those things. There were definitely mass hero movements, for the audience, giving a social message kind of a thing. Now, one big issue I had is Jigar Danda. If you haven't seen my review, you can check it out here. Same thing happened here. Suruli just goes to Pit and say, no, I'll not do it, leave me alone. What do you think, he'll leave you alone? Are you kidding me? What was that scene? I didn't get it. It was so forced. Like, what was he expecting? Peter will say, oh, sorry, okay, you continue in life, I'll not trouble you. Come on. He gave you all of that. He wants his work done. You think you can just go to him, say, no, I'll not do it and leave? I thought maybe he has a plan, but no, he didn't have any plan. I think the film gets alive in the last 15 minutes. The whole action scene was really well done with that music. I really liked it. And the last scene of the film where they take him to that Iran-Iraq border, that was just too much. That was not needed at all. It had some nice elements, but that scene doesn't work in this film at all. Now coming to the acting, Dhanush has his charm. I think the first 15-20 minutes were really good. But as soon as we reached London, that charm went missing. And in the whole second half, Dhanush was just lost. I think he came back only in the last 15 minutes. Aishwarya Lakshmi held her ground in front of Dhanush. She had some good scenes to shine, but that's it. And Jojo George didn't have much to do at all. There were some slow-mo shots, few dialogues, that's it. Now John Cosmo was actually kind of playing a very over-the-top villain, very Indian villain, and he was not being very natural to what he can do. Maybe that's what Karthik wanted. And I think he tried his best, but I was not a big fan. And I think all the foreign actors, they didn't work. It was very obvious, they were acting very unnatural. The dialogues, the expression, they're trying to perform that Indian method of acting, expressing while talking, which is not what they used to and, we see them as. Maybe they could have a co-director from England or US, directing the foreign actors. Now definitely, there were a lot of expectations from a Karthik Subbaraj film. I recently saw Pizza, review will be out soon. And in all of his movies, I've seen this, he likes to subvert our expectations. Something unexpected happens. And I think we were expecting that in this film too, but that didn't happen at all. It only happened in the first half. And again, I think the first half should have been the movie. We expected, to watch a gangster film, but it turned out to be something else. Because once you get into that backstory of whole immigration thing, the film becomes about refugee and immigration problem. It is not a gangster movie now. So there are these different segments which don't mix well. And that's why the film falls apart. I want to ask you guys, do you think that working with a big actor is the issue with Karthik Subbaraj? He's unable to deliver his true vision when a big star is there? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Also recommend me a good Tamil gangster film from any era. I don't mind. We are having a live session this Sunday and we'll be having guests like Kishore from Moving Images. So do join us for that. Subscribe to the channel and the bell icon to get notifications whenever we go live. The YouTube channel membership is live. You can check out different tiers and their perks. To know more, click on the join button. For latest updates, check out the community tab. So guys, that's the video. If you like this, hit the thumbs up button, share this video, let me in the comments your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed yet, check out the videos if you like them too. You can subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Stay home, stay safe.